Welcome to the second part of my Dragon Warrior 2 Randomizer tutorial. This part will cover the beginning of the game and getting the Prince of Cannock to join your party. So first, the name you choose doesn't change anything. You can call yourself whatever you want, it won't matter. It doesn't change your stats. I guess longer names might be slower during battles, like they are in Dragon Warrior 1. So maybe you should stick to a one character name. So we start off, a soldier tells the king that bad guys are doing bad things. The king says it's up to us to stop them and asks us to follow him. Then the king is gonna talk some more, and we're gonna grab our first chest of the game. This chest is always gonna have one item and some gold. And right in this castle, we have the first item shop right here on my left. During the first part, I mentioned at the end the 3 different keys, and I forgot to mention a small detail about the jailer's key. The jailer's key can be bought in shops randomly, and it will show like this. It's an hidden item, so you cannot see it, but when something is like that, this is always going to be jailer's key. I believe it sells for 1,000 gold pieces, but I'm not completely sure on the exact amount. But once you start fighting stuff and selling it, you'll have plenty of money to get it. And then you can be on your way. And now what's interesting is that the first island on which we start always has all the locations of the first island in the vanilla game. That means there are 2 castles, Middenhall, in which we start, and Cannock. There's one town of Leftwind, there are 2 caves, the Spring of Bravery and the Lake Cave, and there are 2 monoliths. One is a war point from here, basically it wars back to this castle, and the second one is the exit point that will lead us to the second island. Now we have to do a few specific things in a specific order in order for the prince to be unlocked. If you have not played Vanilla Dragon Warrior 2, this is important to follow because it would take a bunch of time to find. Alright, so everything is like super close on this seed. This is random, it's not usually be always all on the first screen like that, though the first island is never super big. The first thing you have to do is find the second castle, the Castle of Cannock. There's a second item but item shop on my left here, so if the first one doesn't have medical herbs, you can check this one, as getting a few herbs is probably a good idea, because you cannot cast any healing spells with the hero. So you have to talk to the king. He's gonna tell you that his son already departed on his journey, and so you have to go after him. So thank you, king. Second thing we need to find is the Spring of Bravery, which is one of the 2 available caves on this island. It happens to be this one right here, so we didn't have to go super far. Now this cave has 3 chests. I personally like to grab all of them on my first way through. You could just focus on getting to the prince. So the first one is just down here, it's really on the way. The second one is completely out of the way though. If there are strong enemies or if you don't have medical herbs, maybe it's better to go unlock the prince right away and to skip this chest for now, come back later, but it's just up here. So this is the second chest. And then we will make our way to the old man at the end, who's actually standing next to the Spring of Bravery, and the third chest is just beside him. The third chest is right here on my left. Then you talk to this old guy, ask if you're looking for the prince. He say yes, then it tells you that he's already gone, once again. If you do not go see the king first, I don't believe you can get this line of dialogue. I'm pretty sure you have to do King of Cannock first, then you come to this guy, then you leave. If you were a bit low when you were next to the old guy, I guess you can death abuse out instead of walking out. And then once this is done, you have to find the town of Leftwine, the only town of this island. By now you've probably noticed that I'm not getting any encounters. I didn't want this tutorial to drag for absolutely no reason, so I've turned random encounters off. So this is the town. You get in the town and now the prince is there, simply standing inside of the inn. You talk to him and he joins you. This is rather easy and straightforward when you know it, but if you have never played the vanilla game, you could have lost a bunch of time without finding him. He always starts with the exact same gear, club and a leather armor. His spells are random though. So here we have heal more in combat and return as a command. I'm just going to show you the remaining things on the first island. So we haven't seen the lake cave and the monolith to the second island. So just up here next to these bridges, this is the lake cave, and just south of Leftwine is the monolith to the second island. So you can go down these stairs, and this is a cave that will lead you to the second island of the game, which will be covered in the third part of this series.